What is up, beautiful people? This is your boy MC Outdoors, back with another video. It's going to be something a little bit different today. Not mess around with a bow or fishing equipment. I'm actually going to show you how I clean my Pew Pew. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I clean my hunting rifle. Ain't gonna say this is the right way, wrong way, but it's my way. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let me grab my rifle and I'll be right back. Alright, back here. This is my hunting rifle. This is a Remington Game Master model 760, and it's chambered in a 30-06, and it has a Vortex Diamondback scope. Love the scope. I'm a big Vortex guy. But yeah, I absolutely love this rifle. This is the only hunting rifle I own. I have another one, I have a shotgun. It's a Benelli Nova 12 gauge pump, and I use that for turkey hunting and going after them greenheads. If you don't know what a greenhead is, it's waterfowl hunting. Okay, all right. So anyway, so I'm going to show you my way of how I clean this. I'm sure there's multiple different ways to clean, and you all might do it differently. But let's jump into this. I already cleared it. I don't know where my magazine went. Oh, right here. Here's my magazine. I already popped this after I drop it. I popped this out already. It holds 4 rounds. Also, this is a pump style rifle. I love it. I mean, whew, I love this just as much as I love my bow. Well, I love my bow more, but anyway. Time to quit being dumb and get to it. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, I've already cleared it. I've already checked it. So don't hate on that. It's clear. It's not loaded. So my first process is make sure it's not loaded, which I never keep my rifles loaded or my shotguns loaded. That's just my preference. It's also because I have a 9-year-old, but I have taught her from a very young age to this present. Oh, excuse me. That firearms are not toys. It's not like a video game where you shoot the person and they come back. It's not. She understands that. She's a very smart kid. So anyway, that's my first step, is I make sure the firearm's unloaded. So I got a cleaning rod right here. Got this at work. I got the little bristle brush on there. And then what I do is I just shove it right here in the end. Kind of reminds me of muzzle loading, which I've never done. Want to, but have never done. And normally I do 2 or 3 passes. So I do 2 passes, like I said, 2 or 3 passes. And then I'll take the bristle brush off, and then I'll put this, I forget what you call this part. It's the one where you put your little patch through, and run it through your gun. Now you will put oil on this, and the oil that I am using, which is new to me, I've been using it for about over a year and a half now. It's CLP. I also use, let's see if yeah, there it is, Remington oil. I've pretty much used this all my life, so just wanted to try something new. So what I do with this is I just make sure I get some oil on there. That might be a little bit too much, but, and then with this, I try to watch my ceiling fan. And then I just shove that down my gun. And it's dirty. So I'm going to take that one off. Put a new one on. And like I said, I normally try to do this after I'm done with rifle season here in West Virginia. We got firearm season for 2 weeks for buck, and then we have multiple split seasons where you can take an antlerless deer. So, but this year I was lucky, was able to harvest a doe, but I didn't harvest it with my 30-06. I harvested it with my buddy Jacob's 350 Legend. And tell you what, that's another caliber that I'll probably be putting on my wish list. Shh, don't tell my wife. It's okay if you do. I don't care. As long as I'm bringing home the venison, she's happy because she likes that deer jerky. So, and this is just like, to me, a lot of people, some people think this is a tedious process. I think it's a necessary process because, I mean, a gun's a piece of equipment, and you got to keep that equipment running smooth. I'm going to say one more patch and she might be pretty well clean. But anyway, I gun cleaning, I chalk it up there with when it comes time to strip all my arrows down and refletch them, or get new arrows and fletch them. Like build your own arrow. Gun cleaning's like that to me. It's very, take your time, enjoy it. Something that, calms me down. I think that is good. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't normally. I just use the bristle brush, and that end. I'm not a professional gun cleaner by any means. And then basically what I do with this, I call this the mop. The mop. And I don't know if you're supposed to add oil to this, but I do. Just one, make it go down there smoother. I don't know. Guys might want to leave what it's for in the comments. But I normally run that up and down a couple times, and then call that good. just take that off and watch my cleaning rod just fall down to the ground. Alright, next up is we are going to take, you can take any cloth. I just took an old pair, like a very old pair of my boxers that had holes in them. Basically what I do is I'll cut them up, and then that's what I'll use to clean off the outside of my gun with. So put some oil on here, and then give me 1 second, I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit so y'all can see. Let's see if you guys are in the frame. So where I start is I start on stock. It is a wood grain stock. I don't think you necessarily have to do it on the stock, but to me, I don't know, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me, but to me it looks like it makes the wood grain pop. So that's why I do it. Then I go right here where the mag's at. I make sure I get that all nice and wiped down, because not only are you wiping the powder that didn't burn, you're also wiping that oil that's left from your fingerprints on the metal pieces of your gun. And I'm not 100% sure if that oil really hurts anything. You guys will have to let me know in the comment, but because normally when I'm rifle hunting, I'm wearing gloves. But yeah, anyway, I digress. And then I just work my way up. Make sure I get where it slides. Oh, I also forgot. I actually will wipe down the outside of the scope too when I'm cleaning my gun. So that way it doesn't leave any, I don't know, it just makes it look better, I guess. I don't want to sit here and claim that I know what I'm saying. So let's see if it's, nope. So I'll leave this up here. And then, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll just lower the camera a little bit more. Yeah, right there. And then normally what I do is I'll take another piece of rag and I'll hold it where I've already wiped down, wiping the foregrip right here. Just making sure everything's nice and wiped down. You know, it's like sports. If you look good, you feel good, you play good. But yeah, like I said, don't know if I'm doing it the right way, but I've always done this. This is how I was taught to do it. So I'm just showing you how I do it. And so I just, when I went to switch over, I just touched the metal part with my hand. So, but yeah, there's my gun. She's all nice and clean on the outside, the inside. So anyway, here, like I said, here's the magazine, 4 rounds. I also wipe that down. I don't discriminate against it. Just oil it up because it's going to make contact with where your magazine goes in. So I like to make sure it's all nice and lubed and cleaned there. And that does it. So I had fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So anyway, also I will give you my full review and thoughts on this thing I have in my hand that I'm about ready to show you. It is a recoil pad. So happens this recoil pad is made by Falcon Strike. Right there, Falcon Strike. It claims 80% less recoil energy, 35% less muzzle lift, 25% less peak force, and 35% less rock back. Which, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was looking into it because after so many shots, my shoulder starts to take it, and I shoot right-handed. So, yeah, it's getting to that point in time in my life, boys, that I'd rather have that, you know, less of a issue with my shoulders. But yeah, watch out for a video. Probably it'll probably be in the same video as me zeroing in my 30-06 at 100 yards. You guys might see this on there on the back of the gun. And just real quick, I'll show you what it looks like. So here is the piece that goes on your buttstock. So this side will go on your buttstock. This is the actual recoil pad itself. So you put it in there, and you got these two levers that you push in like that, and then that's supposed to take up 80% of your recoil energy. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll pick up another one and throw it on my shotgun. My shotgun's kicks a lot more than my 30-06 does because it's a synthetic stock. It's not a wood stock. You guys can call me a big sissy if you want. I don't care. I'd rather be, you know, my 60s and be able to still shoot and not have to have my shoulders worked on. So, but yeah, it's just something that I was looking around on the internet for to see stuff, and I was gonna go with a limb saver, but I was having a hard time finding one that would fit my rifle. And I actually got excited about this, and I tried fitting this on, and I have to get in contact with Falcon Strike, and apparently they have shims that I need because my stock is curved. I wish they would have told me that, you know, when I was ordering it, because I had no clue about that. So, but yeah, sorry for rambling on. That'll do it for this episode. I just love making these videos for y'all. It's not because I like to hear myself talk. Because if anybody that you ask would tell you that I hate the sound of my own voice. But let me bring you guys in closer to this beautifulness. So actually going to be filming tomorrow, God willing. Going to go do some trout fishing tomorrow. Got to find my waders, string up my trout rod. Gonna go do some trout fishing in the morning, and then hopefully we're successful and you guys get to see some fish catches. I've been itching to get out there to go trout fishing, but the weather hasn't been cooperating here. So, but anyway, I keep on rambling on. I keep on telling you. But anyway, so anyway, there we go again. So anyway, I love each and every one of yous. I mean it. From my heart. I love every single one of yins. You are now part of my extended family. So make sure to like, subscribe, turn that bell notification on so it goes ding dong when MC Outdoors uploads a video. Share, comment. Tell me that I'm doing stuff wrong. I don't care. I just want to hear from you, the subscriber. Also, last thing before I go, I've said it on pretty much 90% of my videos. We are on the road to 1,000. I know I'm only sitting at 81 right now. You're thinking 1,000, geez, MC, that's a long way off. That is why I'm needing your help. Your help. That is a lofty goal that I'm putting on myself. But anyway, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, Jacob and myself will pick a random subscriber. Random. And we will load up a compound bow with all the bells and whistles. Get in touch with you lucky Gower guy. Get in touch with you, get all your information, make sure we have the correct draw length and all that stuff, and ship that beautiful spicy bow out to y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all, and y'all I'm talking about is the 81 that have taken a chance on me, you know, that's really saying something for me. I hope these videos are educational for y'all. I hope you guys find some humor in it. Hopefully you guys watch this and, you know, laugh, have a good time. Life's too short, ladies and gentlemen. Life is too short to be mad at all the time. So, like I said, you all are in my heart. I love y'all. Drop a comment. Show the love. And also look out for the trout fishing video that I'm hopefully going to get to tomorrow. Well, I'll try to film for y'all. So anyway, I'm done rambling on. I know I've said it about 10 minutes ago. I'm done rambling on. But hey, I love talking to y'all. So, like I said, like, subscribe, comment. Keep God in your heart. And stay tuned to the next episode. MC out.